Good morning, YouTube. Oh, man. Wait till everybody comes in. I'm here early today. It's an earlier live stream. Um, I'll wait till some people come in. Like I said, I'm about an hour earlier than I have been, so I'm curious to see if people are going to actually show up or not. Plus, people haven't been getting notifications for the live stream, which is very frustrating. Interesting. I clicked public, right? Let's see. Is anybody here? Oh, there they are. That's weird. Good old YouTube. You guys missed me talk to myself for a minute and a half. Good morning, Joe, Marie, Noah. Noah, what movie are you watching? Good morning, Sav. Good morning, Betsy. That was weird. Bit of a delay this morning. I don't know if it's because I'm earlier than I have been. I don't know if it's people are used to me going live at like 10:15, 10:30, and I'm here at 9:30. We'll see. Just got showered. Nice hot shower. Ready to start the day. It's Thursday we're tackling, right? Hi, Gary. Oh, late notification. Yeah, I don't. YouTube's really being something lately. Oh man. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's going, Sev. Just like I said, a bit earlier today. My Bridget had an appointment, and then she's going food shopping. So I figure if I can go live at 9:30, I could probably go live till 11. So that's why I'm live earlier. Hey Ollie, how are you? Doing good. Doing good here. Come on. You want to get up here? Good morning, Joey. Say hi to everybody. Go ahead. Want to say hi? Do you want to say hi, everybody? Oh, you're just trying to rub your head on me. Okay. Oh boy. Say hi. I did not have breakfast today. I woke up about 15 minutes later. I wanted to. I had my alarm set for 8:45. Got up at 9. Um, said hey to Bridget before she left for her appointment, and then I got in the shower, got dressed, made myself chai latte, and here I am. Apparently too early because there's only 10 people in here. Ollie says I watched The Heat last night. One of the best Melissa McCarthy movies. I personally disagree. She plays the same character in all her movies, except for stuff like Bridesmaids wasn't as annoying to me. Can you ever forgive me? But she's basically just a giant cartoon character that's curses a lot. I don't know. Good morning, Kyle. How are you? So, John Hines in the house. How did Khaleesi feel about the movie Cats? She probably felt like all of us. Why? What are you watching? So, movie hunters in the house. Aubrey's in the house. Good morning, everyone. Today, Steve. That's a new name. How you doing, Steve? I think we're gonna watch Pride and Prejudice, which I've never seen, and it's one of Bridget's favorites. And then I believe we're gonna watch Money Talks because after watching the Rush Hour movies, I told Bridget that we should check out Money Talks because she's never seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I really love that movie. And then we might squeeze a third in. I watched 4 movies yesterday, so trying to squeeze in all the non-kid friendly stuff before getting RJ tomorrow, because then it's a week of non-kid friendly stuff. Actually, I just remembered I'm supposed to get a movie from DVD.com today. That might be tonight's movie. That's true too, Joey. Bridget hasn't seen Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I really like that. Um, we're supposed to get Just Mercy from DVD.com. So I want to watch that tonight too. Hey Tuffy, how are you? So one of the biggest issues with Cats, because as you guys know, I talked about it Tuesday. We were watching Cats. Um, is that there's no story, which is a big issue with the movie. And there's probably like 25 or 30 songs in the movie, which I'm fine with. But I think 20 or 22 of those songs introduce characters. It's a song all about that character. And then I'd say half of those characters to 75%, that's the only time they're in the movie. So they're introducing themselves and they have no purpose. The CGI is horribly distracting from the movie. It's definitely one of the worst movies of 2019, but I needed to watch it for myself. No Joey Baseball. I think we're going to try to watch that this week when RJ is here. We're going to try to watch Ugly Dolls. So, yeah, I'm excited about Just Mercy. That was a movie I missed out, or we missed out on in the movies last year that we really wanted to see. Always says a guilty pleasure of mine is Mannequin. I love Mannequin. It was shot in Philadelphia. At least part of it was. Um, Mannequin's a fan. I even like the sequel. I like both Mannequin movies. Where Joey Hockey's in the house, or Joey Baseball, or Joey Football. One of the Joeys is here. So you and me both, Marie. She said I need to watch Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I have a long list always. I have a long list as well, and it just keeps growing and growing. What musicals do I like besides La La Land? Off the top of my head, well, there's me without. Oh, somebody gave me a super chat. Hold on. Bradshaw Studios, $2. Thank you very much, Bradshaw. Um, Favorite musicals off the top of my head. West Side Story is one of my favorites. Rocky Horror Picture Show is another movie I really love. Grease is another musical I really love. So I am a fan of musicals. I have not seen Singing in the Rain, John Hine. Yeah, that's definitely annoying, Joey Baseball. He said it's the same as the stage play. There are songs that introduce characters and are never seen from or heard from again. It was just ridiculous. Star is Born is another. I guess that's technically a musical. Sad. There's a ton of upcoming movies I'm looking forward to. I just don't know if and when they'll ever be seen. What do I think of the new title for Venom 2? It's way too heavy handed. Do Disney movies count as musicals? I believe so. It's funny. I don't know if I even own Singing in the Rain um, on Blu-ray. I don't or DVD. I don't think I own it. Um, Martinez Joe says, "Love Grease 2. Not a lot of top 10 lists, but on mine." So Grease 2 has a pretty special place in my heart. It was a movie that I would watch all the time at my grandmother's, who's passed away 18 years ago, 17 years ago. But um, I started bowling at the age of 3. Um, my dad owned a bowling alley. I grew up in a bowling alley. I loved bowling. And so the part of Grease 2 I always think about, I always remember is the big scene where they're in uh, the bowling alley singing let's knock them down tonight and let's I keep wanting to revisit it, if anything, to watch that scene, but have not seen it in a long time. And Tuffy says, "How do you feel about turning Valley Girl into a musical?" I think it's silly personally, but Marie Crybaby is actually another movie Bridget wants to show me. It's one of her favorites that I've never seen. Movie Mad, what's going on, sir? I don't think I own Singing in the Rain. Um, I have to. I'll have to start looking on eBay and Mercari for it. I've also never seen Martinez Joe's favorite musical, Sound of Music, or Hairspray. Crazy Joe's in the house. I signed up for Crazy Joe's Patreon this morning. If you guys didn't know, Mega Podtastic, the actual podcast, is starting to upload the live like video chats between him and Jacob. So I'm a sucker for that. I'm a sucker for supporting my friends. So I threw him a buck. Plus, a video that I'm incredibly intrigued by is he did a live chat with Wet Movie One. However, the video that's going to come out on YouTube, spoiler alert, I guess, Joe, let me know, is that it's going to be highly edited when it drops on YouTube. But on his Patreon account, there will be an unedited video, which is up there this already, that I really wanted to check out. So I'm going to throw my buddy Joe a buck a month. Support him. If you guys don't subscribe to Joe's Patreon, throw him a couple dollars, $1 a month, and yeah, we're going to school or tonight. We're gonna knock them. Yeah. So, somebody just said, hold on. Do you like My Neighbor Totoro or Kiki's Delivery Service better? Haven't seen either one. Not a fan of that style of animation. I've seen Spirited Away. That was decent, but it was tough for me to get through. I'm not a fan of that kind of animation. The Studio Ghibli, whatever you want to call it. Sound of Music, I believe I own. If we got into classic movies I've never seen, you guys would probably never talk to me again or unsubscribe to my channel. There's a lot of classics that I have not watched. Some of it is a runtime issue. Um, you know, there's lots of. I want to watch them, but it's like there's not enough time in the day to watch everything I want. I know, Joe. I have to watch Sound of Music. Yes, I've seen Mary Poppins. Sav, today I'm having. I think it's a K cup that was chai tea latte. I was gonna have cappuccino, but decided to have some hot tea. And chai tea latte is good because I don't need to put anything else in it. No, you know. Usually, if I make hot tea, I do like a spoonful of sugar. Haha, Mary Poppins reference. So, like, I've never seen what's some other stuff that would get people. I'll get everybody to unsubscribe and unfollow me when I tell them that I haven't seen Gone with the Wind, which is Bridget's favorite movie of all time, because of the 4-hour runtime. I have not seen Casablanca. I'm not watching Superman the movie, Joe. I'm done watching Superman films. Yes, I've seen Wizard of Oz. There are I've seen Citizen Kane. Um, but there are glaring holes in what I watch, and I think everybody has that where they haven't watched certain things or a certain thing's an intimidating watch because of time or I know. Martinez Joe's gonna disown me. He's gonna text me during the live stream or after saying, "Well, it was good while it lasted." Yeah, I know. There's some Hitchcock movies that I've been wanting to watch for the longest time and haven't gotten around to. And Hitchcock's one of my favorite directors. Everything I've seen of Hitchcock, I love, and yeah, I need to see more. Joe, I just don't care. Yeah, I haven't seen Rebel Without a Cause either, John Hine. I just don't care for the Superman character. I'm not intrigued by his backstory. I don't find him enjoyable. I never watched Smallville or Lois and Clark. Like, I just don't care for his character. Do I know the Pixar theory that all the movies are intertwined? Is that what you're talking about? I Want My Soul? Collecting with Hammer. Have you seen Justice League of America or Generation X TV pilots from the 90s? Got a video coming at 11 o'clock today. Watch them both in the unreleased Corman. Nope, I have not seen any. You should add one classic every week. RJ isn't there, so you have two a month. That's not a bad idea, Joe. You're right. I should do that, especially, you know, as of right now, tentatively speaking, the at-home order is being lifted May 8th in Pennsylvania. We'll see if I think it's extended beyond that. Aubrey says, how about horror classics? Have I seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Poltergeist? I've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have not seen the original Poltergeist. I've seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Um, yeah. John Hine tries to watch one Disney movie a week. It's not a bad idea. Um, Brian asks, have I ever watched Fiddler on the Roof? I have not. Oh boy, oh boy. Kyle watched Above the Law Tuesday night. Good old Steven Seagal. Noah says, do you like any WWE studio movies? I mean, I'll be right back, Chris. You all right? You okay? Are you okay? Sorry, guys. Yeah, because I'm not like super well versed on cats. She's pretty good. Like, huh? Not a lot of like hairball issues. Occasionally she'll like eat too fast and get sick, but it rarely happens. Not often. Um, so when I hear like a noise like that, Bridget's not home. I have no idea what to do. Um, so sorry. RJ's here. RJ, what's going on? You never texted me back. I texted you 2 days ago. She seemingly has stopped doing what she was doing, but I thought I was gonna have to end the live stream there and call Bridget. So, where were we, guys? Sorry about that. John's probably still sick from watching cats. That was that was something. Oh, WWE Studios. Nothing I can really think of that I've really enjoyed from them. I have watched some of it, but it's usually not very good. I've seen The Marine. I've seen 12 Rounds. See No Evil. See No Evil 2. I've seen a few random. If Fighting with My Family is a WWE movie, then yes. I didn't realize that was a WWE film. I know it's about WWE, obviously, but yes, I've seen Wizard of Oz, Joey. Never, not the Wiz. RJ, RJ, are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. I have a question for you. Movie Hunter says finished watching VFW. What a fun flick. Norm. Yeah, I want to watch that. I just don't know if I want to pay the money to like. I would rent it, and my DVD.com's about to expire, and I was going to cancel because my free month's over. And there's just so much I have here that I need to watch. Plus, I'm caught up on the newer stuff. RJ, have you seen Ready Player One? I think that's going to be a movie we watch this upcoming week, but I want to know if you've seen it. I really want to revisit that, especially after watching Doctor Sleep. So, if you could have played in a movie, what would that be? Good Music asks. I would have loved to have been like in Super Bad or a movie like that. I think that would be fun to get to work with like a cast like that. Yeah, they split Joey. Netflix owns DVD.com, but it's just separate. Well, we're gonna watch Ready Player One this week, and I have some other stuff pulled out for us to watch too. So I just was curious if you had seen it. Do I own all of my top 10 2019 releases on home video or home release? Can anybody pull up Letterboxd and tell me my top 10? I know Joker I own. I know Uncut Gems. Book Smart. I'm trying to think of what else is in my top 10. No, not Avengers. Is Avengers Endgame 19? Or is that 18? Huh. Let me know. If somebody has access, I think I probably own my top 10. I don't want to pull it up on my phone because it'll freeze. Endgame. So I own Endgame. Um, I own Rocket Man, which is probably up there. I own Rocket Man twice actually. I own Us. I own Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Bye, RJ. Love you, buddy. Uh, Elite is not my top 10, but thanks to you, Joe, I do own it. It stayed on the shelf. It's not like Aquaman or Lion King, which are not on my shelf. I own Booksmart. I own Rocket Man. Oh, here we go. Uncut Gems I own, Joker I own, Us I own, Avengers Endgame I own, Rocket Man I own, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I own, Booksmart I own, Parasite. Yeah, I own everything. Parasite, Spider Man, Far From Home, and Peanut Butter Falcon. I actually own Joker, Us, Avengers, Rocket Man, everything that's on my list in my top 10 that's released on 4K, I own in 4K. Parasite, Booksmart, Uncut Gems, and Peanut Butter Falcon I own on Blu-ray. RJ, RJ. Khaleesi. Khaleesi. What is up with this cat today, guy? Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to rebuy Parasite because they're actually going to release it 3 times. There's the standard release, there's the 4K release coming, and then they've already said it's going to come to Criterion. I own it on Blu-ray. I have the code that someone hooked me up with, which shows in 4K. I'm not going to buy it again. I refuse to double dip on that movie. Lacey, what are you doing, you goofball? Hey Jay, how are you? Yeah, they just announced Marriage Stories dropping, I think in June. The Criterion. Apparently, there's another Criterion I need to get, which doesn't happen very often. I've never seen Punch Drunk Love, and really want to see it. And I guess Punch Drunk Love was only released on Blu-ray on Criterion. So I might do a blind buy on Punch Drunk Love when the sale hits and it's $20. You did more than double dip on Bambi, Marie. I'm good, Jay. John Hines says, I've said it before, but Napoleon Dynamite should have a Criterion. I can't disagree with that. The release that's out is pretty cool. It has a lot of bonus features. I've never heard of that movie. Good music. He says, yesterday I saw the Criterion movie Ujitsu. Never heard of it. Marriage Story has great performances. It's a very heavy watch, but it's a very good movie. Yep, I have the one with the fuzzy cover as well, John. Come here. Come here. Are you okay? Everybody's asking about you. Come here. Come on. Come on. Sit on my lap. Nope, you don't want to part of me right now. The Irishman's coming on Criterion. Definitely not a movie I'd ever watch again. Hey, you okay? You all right? Want to say hi to everybody? Do I think The Mandalorian will ever get a home video release? I could see Disney doing that. Joey says, why don't you rent Punch Drunk Love before buying it for $20? Um, I probably should. We'll see. We'll see. I think I own like 5 or 6 Criterions. I don't own a lot. There's not a lot that I feel like I need to own, especially for that price point. I have the ones that I wanted to own. I splurged one Criterion sale. I want to say I bought like 6 or 7. I've accumulated a few more through like bulk buys and stuff. Like I got Traffic basically for $1 or $2. I got 12 Angry Men in that huge lot of stuff I bought, my highest watched video. I've never seen Spanglish either, but I doubt it's his best non-comedy movie. Uncut Gems, and I've heard amazing things about Punch Drunk Love. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about doing, Joe, was buying the DVD. It's cheap. I just have to find it. used on like Macari or eBay. I'm sure I can. The Super Bit. So I got my other. I was talking about my Best Buy package coming the other day, and I got my Frozen Steelbook, which was the only one I was waiting for, and it's horribly damaged. Well, not horribly, but it's dented really badly. So I haven't opened it. I got to figure out if I can do an exchange. If I'm out of luck, I mean, I only paid $5 for it, but it's just frustrating to spend $5 on the Steelbook and get it brand new and it's messed up. Reign Over Me is actually a Dollar Tree title I grabbed collecting with Hammer, and I haven't watched that either. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Adam Sandler's more dramatic performances. Apparently, the more I talk about it, so I'm gonna have to. Maybe we'll have to have an. I'll have to get some kind of. Do some kind of Adam Sandler serious. Best Buy, if it's in stock at store, you can curb swap it out. I'll look into that. When I checked the other day, no stores had it because of that 4.99 sale. So I might be out of luck. Oh, my sister's here. She didn't go to sleep till 6, so she's going back to sleep. You might as well just stay up another hour, Nicole, and hang here and then go back to sleep. Uh, does Click count as a non-comedy? No, I say that's a comedy. I've seen The Cobbler and Men, Women, and Children, Martinez Joe, both of which are um, non-comedy Sandler movies that I enjoyed. When lockdown's over, I'm going on a pizza hunting and then pub and pizza. It sounds like a good plan. I ordered something from Target. Well, I had to order printer ink from Target Monday night, like well, not late Monday night, like 8 o'clock. So I also added a Blu-ray Steelbook, a boutique title, my first of this particular label that you guys will see in a video in a long time because I haven't even recorded it yet. And it came yesterday already. And the item I needed, didn't get shipped till last night or the night before. Bought a few more things on eBay. I have stuff on the way from where did I buy? Where did I buy? Deep Discount. I have stuff coming from. So Nicole says I don't think I'd stay awake. Nah, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, take it easy. I'm glad your sleep schedule is screwed up too. Joe says need more of those boutiques in your collection. Yeah, I mean, when something comes out on boutique that I'm interested in, I I I buy it. I enjoy it, but there's just not a ton of stuff that's like boutique that I need to get. I don't know. I do have like 2 or 3 MVD titles that I'd like to get that are on my wish list. Ollie says, "Have you seen 16 Blocks?" I've not. Or yeah, no. Yes, with Mos Def and Bruce Willis, I have. Joey Baseball says, "Does Jack and Jill count as a non-comedy?" I've actually never seen it. Um, Crazy Joe, I just finished re-editing end credits for Megapodtastic videos and Lunchbox Bunch. Your name is in the credits now. Woohoo! Go give Joe a follow on Patreon, guys, when this is over. Joe puts out great content. He's a good dude. He says, I need all the Dolly movies. All the Dolly Parton movies. Brendan Sullivan, no YouTube notification again. Sorry, man. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm probably going like an hour and a half today, so you only missed the first 30 minutes. We talked about the cat making weird noises and me panicking. All the musicals and classic movies I haven't seen. And yeah. I'm not getting that Tammy and the T-Rex movie. That looks ridiculous. I've heard about that. It sounds insane. I saw there was an MVD sale, but it looked like it was mostly horror and stuff. The MVD titles I'm looking for are, oh man, what are they? A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints, Shade, and I want to say there's one more, And then I want to get Brick because I've never seen Brick, but I think that's a Kino Lorber title. So I still have boutiques on my wish list. If I come across them cheap, I would add them to my collection. But you know, I, they're like $17 right now, and I don't have an issue with that. It's just like I'm trying to be a little responsible, not splurging on too much stuff. Um, like, what do we got here? Joey Baseball. It's probably better if you don't watch Jack and Jill. Yeah, I have no desire to really watch it. If RJ wanted to watch it sometime, I'd check it out, but I don't own it. So Jay said I watched Impact Wrestling's Rebellion last night. It was good, except the main event was too short and Ken Shamrock didn't do much. I was excited. Orange Cassidy wrestled on AEW last night. I did watch that. He did win because he's the man. Boom, boom, boom. Best friends. Collecting with Hammer says, gotta bounce. Catch y'all later. Stay safe. Take it easy, Jeff. Are the Police Academy sequels any good? I enjoy them. I have to dive into that. Sav hooked me up a while ago with that box set, and I want to dive into those movies and revisit them. Assignment Miami Beach was like one of my favorites as a kid, one I watched a lot. Reptile Dude, what's going on, bro? Brandon says that MVD sale has so much stuff that would probably top out a hot trash list. Well, I saw Yoga Hosers was on there, so I can only imagine. A Megapodtastic, no, I think Police Academy 2 is the best. It's a shame. I think the first one's rated R and the rest are either PG or PG-13. And I would show them to RJ, but he can't watch the first movie. So it's like, does he want to watch Police Academy 2 through, 7 and not watch the original? Citizens on Patrol was the best, in my opinion, Steve says. Is that the one with David Spade? I know David Spade's in one of them. A young David Spade. Best friends. Do you guys get news updates on your phone and just swipe it all because you don't want to see all the crazy news that's coming out? Because I feel like all the news that's coming out is just bad, so I just swipe it. I'm like, I don't even want to read it unless it's telling me that we're going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be back to normal. I don't want to see it. I don't watch Impact anymore. I hardly watch. AEW is the only wrestling I watch regularly. So Marie said, "Yes, I do." Rick, are we talking about what are we talking about there? Oh, do you swipe stuff away? I saw the first Police Academy movie in theaters and was over my head at 11. Yeah. Have I seen the Playmobil movie yet? Joey Football said. Whoop! Joey Baseball. Joey Baseball. If you're in the house still, Joey Football and Megapodtastic are in the same place at the same time. Your theory has ended. Watched Shark Exorcist on Tubi the other night. Yikes. Brandon, you should check out Cats. It was an interesting watch for sure. So now I think it's interesting that Joey Football is here, but Joey Baseball isn't here. Interesting. Joey Baseball. Yeah, it's not Crazy Joe. Joey Football showed up on Crazy After Dark. Somebody's assuming your identity, man. Steven's in the house. He says, "Hi, Rick. Have you seen the film Space Invaders and Aliens in the Attic?" I have not. Is there a Joey Volleyball or a Joey Soccer Ball? I would actually vote for Joey Bowling Ball. Marie hasn't seen Police Academy. They're fun movies. I think they're fun comedy movies. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. I totally agree, Joey Baseball. For a while, I was actually being imitated by certain YouTubers, and I didn't really get mad about it because obviously imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. So, Joey Shuttlecock. I like that, John. Joey Birdie. Oh, is Police Academy really as bad as Airplane? I think he could handle. Police Academy's rated R. I want to say there's nudity in it, and I want to say there's some pretty tough language. Police or Airplane isn't rated R, is it? Isn't Airplane like PG or PG-13? Do I own Airplane? I don't even know if I own it. I don't think Airplane's rated R. Steven says I'm watching Vice Versa with Fred Savage. My second favorite Fred Savage movie after The Wizard. I showed RJ um, Vice Versa last week. He liked it. Yeah, Airplane's rated PG. Um, so yeah, Police Academy is definitely on a different level. Why do you force old movies on RJ? Obviously, they're not old to us, but they're ancient to a 9-year-old. What? I don't force movies on my son. Um, Somebody just said something. Blu-ray snobs in the house. I want to say I asked if I could keep my name. You did. When you changed it, you asked if it was okay. Um, Airplane is rated PG, but should be R. They have so many boobs in that movie. There you go. Have I seen Little Monsters and has RJ seen it? I have seen it. I don't know if RJ has seen it or not. Yeah, Joe, I don't know what that was. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with watching old movies, and a lot of the older movies are better in a lot of the older movies from the 80s and 90s for kids are a lot better than the crap they put out today. Look at Playing with Fire. Insult kids' intelligence. Police Academy 4 is my favorite, and the first Police Academy movie I watched at the cinema. Joey Baseball, it's just an uneducated statement. Joey Baseball says the best movie with a wrestler in it is Playing with Fire. Obviously, Joey's just trying to get a rise out of me. I'm going to disregard stupidity. Brandon said my Kino order should arrive today. It contains one of my favorite childhood movies, The Dirt Bike Kid. I know it doesn't hold up, but I had to have it. Never seen that. Steve says, have you ever seen Clue? I have not, and that's in my pile to watch with RJ this upcoming week. Noah says, let's see, The Goonies, Gremlins, and then Playing with Fire. Exactly. I mean, it's favorite Jurassic Park movie. The first one, the original. It would probably go Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, uh, Jurassic Park 3, and then Fallen Kingdom, which was just a retread of Lost World. Brandon says it stars Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story. It looked like I got shipping confirmation on my small order I made from Deep Discount, and it looks like they only sent 2 of my 3 movies. So I wonder if one of my movies is back ordered now, which would be frustrating. But Noah says I watched Scott Pilgrim last night. Love the movie more each watch. Scott Pilgrim is a fantastic film. I like older movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Yeah, I mean, I like movies from around, like, oh, come on, Joe. Fallen Kingdom is the worst of the Jurassic Park movies. At least we agree on the best one, though. Um, did you hear about the Bruce Lee Criterion set, Reptile asked? I did. I'm not really a Bruce Lee guy. Not really a Kung Fu movie fan personally, but I wanted Bound from Deep Discount, but it was back ordered. Bound's an interesting flick. Joey Baseball, besides Ron Burgundy, who's your favorite Anchorman character? Brick. No, I disagree, man. Make a podcast. No way. Lost World is the worst. Like, how can you say Lost World is the worst and Fallen Kingdom is the best when Fallen Kingdom basically just ripped off the Lost World? Yeah, I like Jurassic World a lot. Fallen Kingdom was a big disappointment. Like, was not a fan of the movie. Joey Hockey Puck's in the house. Joey Hockey Puck wants to know, have you seen Angry Birds 2? I have not. I've only seen the first one. Ooh, J2H, what's going on, buddy? God, how's that bald head of yours doing? You shining up this morning? J2H, did you watch Orange Cassidy win his match last night? Spoiler alert, sorry. Now Joey Football's talking to Joey Hockey Puck. What kind of inception is going on right now? That's the only part of AEW I got to watch last night was Orange Cassidy's match. So I'll have to watch the rest. The best thing in wrestling right now, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Okay? Okay. I would like to see a third Equalizer movie. Ooh. AEW was that bad, Jacob? Did they set up the semifinals the way I expected? Darby Allin versus Cody and Dustin versus Lance Archer with Cody versus Lance Archer at the pay-per-view. Very predictable in my opinion. Although it's the TNT title, so they might do that on regular TV. Fallen Kingdom is nothing like The Lost World. It's like a haunted house movie. Fallen Kingdom shares more DNA. Oh, come on, Joe. I'm done. I'm not even going to argue with you. Fallen Kingdom felt very much like The Lost World. Like a rehash of The Lost World. John says Joe loves Justice League. I can't understand that, but I still love you, Joe. You know, I I don't love Justice League. I'll start out by saying that, but I haven't really loved any of the DCEU movies except for Shazam. But I will say I like Justice League more than Aquaman, Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman, Wonder Woman. Justice League's probably below Shazam. Sorry, below Shazam for me. But they're all like, I don't know. I think the highest rating I've ever given a DCEU movie is 3.5. Shazam might have gotten a 4. But compare that to Marvel, where Marvel, I think a lot of the Marvel movies are 5 stars, 4.5 stars, 4 stars. I just don't think they're on the same level, personally. I know, I'm sure Crazy Joe's typing something right now, but I personally just think Marvel is such a far superior universe. So, but Shazam is the one I'm excited the most for a sequel. I am curious about Suicide Squad 2 because as much hate as that movie gets, I thought it was entertaining. Well, Joe, you and I can agree that Shazam is good. A great movie. The best for me. Man of Steel is trash. That I agree with. Now that I've seen it, I agree with it. Best friends. Sorry. Oh, man. Where's Joey Bowling Ball? Joey Bowling Ball, are you watching? So are you saying, Joe, that Marvel hires superior filmmakers than DC? J2H, Girl on the Third Floor is fun. I hope it wins. I didn't know you had a new poll, man. Did you text me this morning? You gotta check out Girl on the Third Floor. Girl on the Third Floor, like I said, I'm not a horror guy, although I have watched a little more horror recently. Um, Girl on the Third Floor is so surprising. Crazy Joe or Martinez Joe wants to know when are Rick and I doing a listen stream? I think we're going to try, and Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, you can't vote on your own poll, dude. Um, I think we're going to try to do something this weekend. I have RJ, so it could be tougher to do, but I'm going to try to make it work because people apparently have been asking to see Joe and I do a video together. They love when we Siskel and Ebert each other. And of course, I love Joe. I want to give him a big bear hug when all this is over. But Jay says, I want to move to Toronto, Ontario, or London, Ontario, and be a filmmaker full time. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Jacob, when does voting end? I'll have to go vote after the live stream, man. Guys, I noticed last night Bridget made a comment. I was going up to the kitchen to get something, and because I've actually instead of been gaining weight, losing weight on live stream or not on live streams on quarantine, my like sweatpants were falling down yesterday. I guess that's a good problem to have, right? Instead of gaining a bunch of weight on quarantine, I've been losing weight. John Hines says, I want a sandwich held with Joe and Booth Babe Greg. Not me. Um, okay. So I'll vote after the live stream, Joe. Or Jacob, sorry. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I also have a poll up on Instagram. All right. We'll get to voting. When you guys are done watching, head over to J2H's channel, vote on his poll. Unless you can shrink down the screen, then you can go vote on it now, obviously. Go over to his Instagram and vote on his poll. Is there anything else we can do on your poll? Inappropriate. PG-13. Choey Baseball says, who are Siskel and Ebert? Yeah, how awful is that? Joe and Marie were supposed to be here next week. Finally get to meet them after years. Oh, I voted on the live stream poll. I hit yes. So, yeah, Joe and Marie were supposed to be here next week, doing all sorts of hunting and stuff, and this stupidness happened, and I don't know. I don't know. Crazy Joe, if you're still here, which one of us do you think is Siskel, and which one of us do you think would be Ebert? Yeah, no, I cut out soda, gosh, like 2 months ago. I haven't had energy drinks in 2 months, although I feel like I kind of cheated on that the other day. The live stream Tuesday, I had a coffee drink, which I guess can be considered an energy drink. But yeah, I mean, I yeah. Ebert would have liked Booksmart. Well, then I guess I'd be Ebert. Joey Baseball says, "Why was the Pete Davidson special so bad?" It just wasn't really funny. It came off awkward. He was dressed weird. Um, it just wasn't good. Somebody asked if I've watched the Dalia stand-up special yet. No. Um, I need to watch it still. Joey Hockey Puck says, "Did I miss anything? I had a phone call from my cousin Joey Ping Pong Ball. Turns out it was a scam." Oh man. John Hines says, "Damn, if I could have a Coke Zero, I'd freak." Megapodtastic says he's Ebert, but I heard Ebert. Oh, Ebert won a Pulitzer, so he's Ebert. Oh, stop. Steph says you're looking good, Rick. It shows you lost weight. Thank you. Um, yeah, but Joey Baseball, he's always dressed weird, but he usually wears like a big T-shirt and jeans and stuff. And he had like a, it almost was like he was dressed like a 1980s stand-up comic. He had this really weird, um, he had a really weird like coat on. It was weird. Um, Favorite James Cameron movie? True Lies. Ooh, Jacob, text me really fast. What did you get? Oh, I bet I know what you got. Did you get? Let me guess. SpongeBob season 11. I don't know what the other one would be. Text me. Let me know. Because I did Lionsgate sent me a digital code to review Guns Akimbo, which can be redeemed on Tuesday. But I have RJ next week, so I don't know if we'll be able to watch it or I'll have to wait till the following week to watch and review for you guys. Because they're not sending out physical copies right now, apparently, of that. Noah says next soda I'm having is in the theater. I might have a celebration soda. That'd be fun. But anymore, if I have something like even like tea with a little bit of sugar, it's too sweet, which is what I wanted to happen. Like I wanted to tell my brain that I didn't need all that sugar in my drinks, and it seemingly has worked. Have I seen Angel Has Fallen? Yes. Was not a fan, Sav. Angel Has Fallen is the first one. I'm just kidding. Wait, no. Yeah, I didn't like Angel Has Fallen. London Has Fallen was really fun, a good movie. Olympus Has Fallen is fantastic. Angel Has Fallen was not a fan, thought it was bad. So I'd rank them in the order they came out, but for sure. Um, Joey, I was talking about the TV show, not the movie. They might still put SpongeBob on streaming. Somebody just had asked something I wanted to address. Did I see the movie Tagged? Yes, I was a fan. I disagree. I thought Angel had awful CGI. I didn't think the story was very good. I thought London was more like Olympus, personally, but to each their own. Take care, Steve. Thanks for hanging. Noah says Scoob is one I might have to rent. I just don't know if I want to spend $20 on on a movie rental that I'm not super excited about. Like if something I was super excited about was coming to streaming, sorry, the extreme closed up. If something I really wanted to see was coming out on streaming, I would spend the $20, no problem. But what's Jacob? I got your one text. What was the other thing you got? Because I figured you got that. That was the obvious one, but what was the other title you got? Woo, bless me. Wow. Oh, wow. I haven't sneezed like that in a while. Um, yeah, Scoob is going to be $20 for a rental, $25 to own it digitally. So obviously, you're better off spending the extra $5 to own the movie. That's just common sense. Somebody said I would like to see a third Jack Reacher flick. I've never seen the sequel. I've seen the original. I enjoyed it, but I've never watched Never Go Back. Joey Hockey Puck's on fire. He said I'd say God bless you, but blessings are a scam. I gotta blow my nose now. I'll be right back, guys. I sneezed so hard the camera went off focus. Sorry. I'll be right back. I'm back. So, guys, as you can see, I got a stack of stuff here. Something I was thinking about for doing doing live streams. Let me know if you think this is a terrible idea. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I won't even do it right now. But I was thinking each live stream, especially if they were going to be a little longer than an hour, which today's is, was just grabbing a stack of films in order and just kind of going through, maybe talking about them for a minute or two if I've seen them, if I haven't seen them. So, does that sound like a terrible idea? Does it sound like something you guys would be interested in? Aubrey, are you judging me blowing my nose? We get real here on Down to Movies. It won't be random films, Joey. It'll be like just how many did I grab? 5, 10, 15. Like I grabbed 24 movies. Joey Hockey Puck says Jay buying movies is a scam. Yeah, I mean a lot of this stuff I probably haven't seen. So Joe says do it. Noah says whatever floats your peach. I mean, is that something that's going to hold interest, or would you guys rather just do questions and talk? I mean, I was just trying to think of something to make it a little more interesting. I don't know. I should have gotten water when I was up. J2H says he'd pass. Noah says he'd be interested. All right, we'll try it. We'll see if it's worth doing. We don't have to talk about stuff long. Plus, you guys can see how I order stuff on my shelf. Do a special live stream just doing that and see how it goes. Yeah. All right. We'll do the first handful here. I'll grab the first 10, like somebody said. If this is a flop, we don't have to do it. So, first title on my shelf, 500 Days of Summer. A really good, like a romantic chick flick, in my opinion, romantic comedy that maybe necessarily doesn't have an ending that everybody likes. I really enjoyed this movie. It looks like I got it at Dollar General, probably during a 2 for $2.48 sale. So, I enjoy the movie. It's been a while since I've revisited. It has Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel in it. So, fan of this flick. The next thing, which is probably a little confusing, these are in the front, is the 007 Daniel Craig collection steelbook. Obviously, the way that um, Blu-ray.com puts stuff in order, it has this under 007. So this steelbook has Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, and Skyfall. So my steelbook, or this steelbook, has my favorite Bond movie of all time, Casino Royale, which I love. Um, this I bought in a bulk buy. As you can tell, there's a dent right there, which if I get a steelbook cheap enough and the dent isn't horrible, it's a shelf spacer because I a saver, a space saver since I owned all the movies. A dent, throw it in the trash. Then the next two sets I own are Sean Connery. I believe it's volume 1 and 2 of Sean books. Doctor No, From Russia with Love, and Goldfinger, and then Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and Diamonds Are Forever. So when we talk about James Bond movies, it's funny because I have hardly any experience with Bond movies. Um, I've seen all the Daniel Craig movies. I've seen GoldenEye and The World Is Not Enough, but I haven't seen any of the older ones. So personally, I'm a bit ignorant to James Bond movies, but I got these incredibly cheap. I believe it was at what was that store called? The store we would go to after Columbus. I think I paid $2 each for them, and they actually had their codes, which I don't have anymore. I sold. So I own these. I think that's it for James Bond movies I own. I just happened to come across those for a good price. This is a cool steelbook. Is it weird that I remember where I got a lot of these? But 10 Cloverfield Lane. I really enjoy this movie. It's a brand new factory sealed steelbook. This I got from Game Traders Club, which is a store I love out by Hershey. Need to I need to get there again when this is all over. Support them. I love the steelbook artwork. It has the steps with John Goodman's character standing on the top there. Um, I like how this movie, you have Cloverfield, which was like a monster film, Steadicam, and this is more like a drama suspense film. Joey Football says he wants to admit that he's actually Joey Baseball from a. Oh, so it's like a multiverse. Look how fast Joey Baseball and Shadow of a Ghost it's in your children. Movie Hunter says you don't want that 10 Cloverfield Lane. You need to sell it to me. I'm keeping this. I got a fantastic deal on it too, and it's factory sealed. Yeah. So 10 Cloverfield Lane, great movie. Next is 10 Things I Hate About You, a great teen comedy. Fantastic performances all around. You have Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, uh, um, Andrew Keegan, David Krumholtz, Larissa Ointnick? Olnick, Larry Miller, who plays their dad. Just a fantastic movie. A reinterpretation of a Shakespeare play. I can't think of the Shakespeare play. I'm sure all you guys are going to. Taming of the Shrew. Haha. Taming of the Shrew. Really enjoy it. What do we got here? Reptile says, I was really disappointed in the Cloverfield Paradox. I've yet to see that, actually. Yeah, definitely worth watching. Definitely recommend checking it out. Um, Gabrielle Union's in it as well. Yeah, she plays Larissa Olnick's friend. J2H is apparently bored by this, but it seemed like people are interacting in the chat, so I'm guessing some people are liking what's going on. Then we have the original 101 Dalmatians, this being the Diamond Edition. See, I want to see Cloverfield Paradox because it's something I've never checked out before. So, 101 Dalmatians is a great movie. I'm so excited about the what's it called? Cruella that's coming out. Obviously, Emma Stone's playing Cruella, and I'm hoping, like Dumbo, that they switch up from the standard 101 Dalmatians story. Brandon says, "Did I miss Two Guns?" So the way my collection gets organized on Blu-ray.com is that it does like zeros first, then ones, and then it goes like from 1 to 1,000. And that's the order it goes, Brandon. So that's the order I just keep it in my shelf. So we got that. That's a great movie. This is one I don't remember, but I definitely saw probably when I was a kid. When did this come out? 74 minutes. All right, I need your guys' help. 101 Dalmatians 2, Patches London Adventure. Crazy Dose, I liked Cloverfield Paradox. It was solid. John said, you might like The Turning since you like hot trash. That's true. The Turning was pretty awful. The Turning was garbage. Do you guys know when this came out? 101 Dalmatians 2? I can't seem to find a date on here. But, it doesn't seem to have a date. 2002. So 2002, 2003. So I definitely didn't watch this when I was a kid. So I may have never seen this because I would have been what 18. I doubt I watched 101 Dalmatians 2. If I wasn't watching Mulan at 14 and Treasure Planet and Tarzan and stuff, I doubt I saw this. But 101 Dalmatians 2. That's 4. We talked about this earlier. A fantastic film. This is my Criterion release of 12 Angry Men. If you guys haven't seen 12 Angry Men, check it out. Do yourselves a favor. Henry Fonda, hope that's his name. Yes, Henry Fonda is fantastic in it. Based on a play, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Man, this is such a good flick. I need to revisit this. I need to start watching more classic movies. I think I'm going to, you know, start checking out more classic films. It's another goal of mine. Joe says, I don't like trash. I only like good movies. If I like trash, I would have enjoyed Booksmart. Yeah, apparently a lot of critics didn't like trash, and a lot of people who like comedy movies like trash because Booksmart was fantastic. So, even asked Joe Martinez, he doesn't like comedy movies and he liked Booksmart. So, um, yeah, I mean, if you guys have not seen 12 Angry Men, do yourselves a favor, scope it out, check it out. Just a fantastic flick. And then the 10th one here, and then we'll decide if we're going to stop this or keep going. A movie I've never seen, 12 Monkeys, starring Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. Never seen the movie. Always kind of wanted to check it out, but it's never been like at the top of my priority list. Let's see here. Madeline Stowe. It's a Terry and Gilliam movie, so it's definitely going to be weird. Pure virus, science fiction. Yeah, I mean, I would watch it at some point. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Martinez Joe likes Alita, so I liked Alita too, J2H. You're the only one who didn't like Alita in the group. Booksmart was super bad without the humor. I disagree. I think it was a different type of humor, different generation. 12 Monkeys is good but weird. Have you seen That's My Boy? I have. Oh man, Jacob below the belt. Do you think Brad Pitt over? I've never seen 12 Monkeys, Jeffrey. So, all right, guys. So we're through 10 titles. Like I said, I got 24 here. Is this something you guys want me to keep doing? Is it something you could care less about? Is it interesting? Is it not interesting? Let me know. Caitlin Dever was great in the movie. I'm just gonna keep doing it. Jacob, I'm sorry if you don't like it. Everybody else seems to enjoy it, so I'm gonna finish the stack. I got what? Yeah, I got 24. I got 14 more movies, and then we'll do, like I said, it was a little less than half the shelf. So the next thing here is something that's been on my to watch list for a while. This is what I call a guy flick. So it's something that I don't think Bridget would have any interest in watching. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Somebody just made an interesting point though. Billy Lord was way better in Booksmart than Caitlin Dever. I don't want to say she was way better, but Billy Lord definitely was the highlight of the film for me. Her character was hilarious. Um, Maurice says we watched all his videos, Joe. We know what he has, but that's not entirely true because if you guys remember back in the day, I did my collection video. Then I had to stop doing videos for a few months, so I never finished my collection video. So there's stuff I own that you've probably never seen. 12 Strong is the next title I was talking about. Um, haven't seen this. Like I said, I don't think it would be a Bridget movie. She's not really into action movies. Um, I mean, this I don't know if there's enough other plot or if it's just straight up action in this. You have Hemsworth in this, Michael Shannon, Michael Pena. I'm gonna say there's somebody else in it I can't think of. There's other names I don't recognize, but a flick I've never seen. I definitely want to see it. Um, I don't know what we're agreeing. John Hines says, I don't mind when people hate movies I like. Not at all. I encourage it. I mean, the thing about movies is, like, everybody has different opinions, and that's what's great about movies that they appeal to everyone. So, is it a Michael Bay movie? No, wasn't 13 Hours the Michael Bay movie? This is Jerry Bruckheimer production, produced by Bruckheimer. No, directed by Nikolai Fudliseg. So, 12 Strong. It's on my to watch list. Definitely a flick I need to check out when Bridget is not around because she has no interest at all. Speaking of 13 Hours, we have the 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi movie. This is a Michael Bay film starring John Krasinski. I really enjoyed this movie. I think this got some flack or some people pushed back on this movie, but I actually. Oh, hold on. Got all sorts of notifications. Stuff selling on eBay. I like seeing that. I got more eBay notifications. So, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi is a really good movie. I thought it was really good. Even for a Michael Bay film, I really liked it. Somebody asked, what did you think of The Shape of Water? I really liked The Shape of Water. I thought it was fantastic. So, 13 Hours, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, Steelbook. Good flick. Next is a double pack of 1408 and The Mist. The Mist is one of my favorite horror films ever, I would say. The twist in this film reaches in your heart, rips it out, and leaves it to beat in your hands so you can watch it. If I'm not mistaken, though, let me see here. 1408. Hold on. $14.08, I think, is mint, but I think the mist is messed up. And I actually think I need to try to. Yeah. The mist has all this stuff on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let's see. It's my shells. But it has this there's like spots all over it. And like if I just wet my finger a little, I know you guys are probably freaking out that I do that, but if if I do that and wipe it, it doesn't really clear off. I might need to try to clean this disc a little bit. It has specks all over the bottom. I don't know if you guys have that issue at all. I gotta try to clean that. I'm gonna set that to the side and try to wipe it off. I think I just need to rebuy the mist. at some point, or get, even if it's in a sleeve. I need to just replace this disc. Just this disc is pretty gone. But The Mist is fantastic. I really enjoy it. I'm trying to read the chat. 1408. Yeah, I didn't love 1408. I mean, it's good, but The Mist is really the clear winner in this two pack. John says, "Have you ever experienced disc rot?" I have seen it. I don't think I've seen it on any of my discs yet. Knock on wood. But there you go. Crazy Joe saying 1408 is one of the best Stephen King movies. Okay. I personally don't agree, but so 1408, The Mist. Next is 17 Again. 17 Again, I really like this movie. Guilty pleasure film. Um, Jeffrey says, "Did you see Doctor Sleep?" I just watched it on Tuesday. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was really good. 17 Again is a very, like, a huge guilty pleasure movie for me. Really enjoy this. You got Matthew Perry, Zac Efron, of course, Michelle Trachtenberg, and what's his name? Thomas Lennon? Tom Lennon? Yeah, Thomas Lennon. Leslie Mann's in it as well. I like this movie. I think it's stupid. It's fun. It's a very guilty pleasure movie, but I really liked it. It's a body swap film. Reptile says, "Has anyone ever watched the black and white cut of Logan?" No, I actually want to try to get the 4K Logan that comes with the noir cut, which is the black and white cut. Um, when I think of Michelle Trachtenberg, Joey Baseball says he thinks of Adventures of Pete and Pete. I always think of Euro Trip personally because she looks fantastic in the film. But yeah, 17 Again is a fun watch, guys. If you haven't checked it out, look into it. It's a good time. Yeah, see, Jacob even liked this. He said wife made him watch recently. It's good. So, next title here. Oh, another. You guys are going to be like, does this guy even watch his movies? I need to see this. 1941, starring Belushi, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Ned Beatty, and then surprisingly directed by Steven Spielberg. Haven't seen this movie. This has been on my to watch list for, I mean, years, like years and years since I realized it was a Belushi movie I've never seen. Also has Christopher Lee, Tim Matheson, Treat Williams. It's my understanding it's like a war movie, but it's a spoof. Um, no, she didn't, Noah. Noah says she went topless. No, she never. I mean, not that you saw anything. That didn't happen. Have I seen Blues Brothers and Animal House? Yes. Not a great movie, but has great moments. Yeah. So this is like definitely one I want to check out. It's, you know, like I said, I've never seen it. I don't know much about it except that it's directed by Spielberg. Well, she's topless, but you don't see anything. I'm sorry. Okay. But with these two guys, definitely one I want to check out. Definitely one I need to see. Even Martinez Joe hasn't seen it. So I feel like this is a movie that goes under a lot of people's radar. I never realized it even had a blue release. I think I bought this in early like Facebook Marketplace haul. So notorious for being a Spielberg flop. Yeah, I can see that. It looks like it has a certain demographic to it. Next is we got our first Dollar Tree movie. It looks like 10,000 Saints, still in plastic. It gets the rub. Never seen it. Bought it strictly based on the cast and the premise. Seems like a punk rock 80s flick. Rated R from Screen Media, starring Ethan Hawke, Haley Steinfeld, Emile Hirsch, Asa Butterfield, Emily Mortimer. So, haven't seen this. We got Dollar Tree. Giving it the rub all over. Giving it the rub. But have any of you guys seen this? Should I prioritize it? Haven't seen it. Never heard of it. So yeah, 10,000 Saints. It's described as, let's see, set in the 80s, following tragedy, teenage Jude moves from... Come on. Moves from Vermont to New York City to live with his father, Ethan Hawke, in this punk-fueled East Village, With his friends Eliza and Johnny, played by Emil Hirsch and Haley Steinfeld, they plot to hide a shocking secret in a neighborhood on the verge of riots. So, let's see. Brandon says it was decent. He kept it, so it made the shelf. Um, what is the rub? Joey Baseball says, "What is the rub? Are you serious, bro? If you watch Joe and Marie's videos, when something is brand new, factory sealed, they give it a rub because you can hear that plastic. What is the rub? Can you believe this guy?" So, calm down, Rick, and prioritize Singing in the Rain Sound of Music. I don't own Singing in the Rain. I'm going to have to try to find it on Blu-ray. John Hines says, what's your favorite Dollar Tree find? OJ Made in America was a cool one recently. Slight was pretty cool. I didn't find it, but my boy Joe Martinez found me a copy of Bad Santa 2 on 4K. What else? Sounds like my neighbors upstairs are having some fun. So yeah. What is going on up there? Guys, it sounds like my neighbors are being inappropriate with each other in the living room. Um, wow. Brandon, you asked about it. Here it is, buddy. Two Guns. This being the Best Buy Blu-ray Steelbook. No, I lied. This being the Best Buy Blu-ray Metal Pack. If you guys didn't watch my Steelbook collection, I talk about the difference between Steelbooks. Oh, sorry. Between Steelbooks and Metal Packs. I always use the spine as the, you know, you can tell there it has that like the line going through it the way it opens compared to a regular steelbook, which looks like that. So, but yeah, so I have Two Guns, the Best Buy metal pack there, brand new factory sealed. Two Guns was a fun movie. I enjoy it. Somebody said down with the metal packs. Um, just a good action movie. You got Denzel and Wahlberg. I can't really remember anybody else in it. Is this a Michael Bay movie? I feel like this is a Michael Bay movie too, but I could totally be wrong. Um, so Jeffrey says it's a good movie. Yeah, so it's a fun watch. I think after this stat, guys, I'm gonna end the live stream because I've been going about an hour and a half, like I thought. This is one I'm really excited about watching. Really been in a documentary mindset recently. Got this. Some of this you might not have even seen in videos because I've like 10 videos uploaded that I haven't dropped yet. But this is 20 Feet from Stardom on Blu-ray. I got this from Second and Charles, brand new factory sealed. This is a documentary all about backup singers and backing vocals. So this has been on my watch list for a while. I believe this won Best Documentary of the year it came out at the Oscars 2014 or 15. So, you know, I enjoyed this movie. Thought it was, or I didn't enjoy it. I want to watch it. I think I'll enjoy it. So, take it easy, Jay. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. I have a few more movies and I'm going to call it a morning. So, 20 Feet from Stardom. Definitely want to check it out. Next year, you got a stupid teen R-rated sex comedy, and that is 21 and Over, starring my boy Miles Teller. Also, what's this guy's name? The dude from Pitch Perfect. Skylar Astin, and then Justin Chan. I haven't watched this in a while. It was a fun R-rated like night out comedy, and I just remember it being good. He's a straight A college student, dude in the middle. So it was a fun watch. I enjoyed that one. Then we got 21 and 22 Jump Street, which I watched recently. I watched 21 Jump Street on Stars, which we have for free right now. But that's why this is still sealed. Stop. I really enjoy these movies. 21 Jump Street, fantastic flick. 22 Jump Street, I enjoy it a lot. The end credits are the highlight of this movie. So I really enjoy them. Um, 22 Jump Street, for some reason, gets a lot of hate. I think it's a fun movie. 21 Jump Street is awesome, though. But, like, this movie is great. The chemistry between Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum is really fun as well in the films. We got three more left. Movies I've never seen. Movies I don't think I'm going to watch anytime soon just because of subject matter. But it is the 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later two-pack. I've never seen the 28 Days Weeks movies. Cillian Murphy, I believe, is the lead in the first one. Looks like Jeremy Renner's in the second one. But yeah, I've never seen these flicks, so definitely do want to watch them. But I have no interest in watching like an outbreak pandemic movie right now, obviously, with what's going on. So, oh, Joe, there's a lot of hate for 22 Jump Street. Believe me, when I told people that I enjoy it, I get like, "Are you serious?" Like I don't get the hate, but it's definitely not the same quality as 21 Jump Street. Personally, the end credits of 22 Jump Street were amazing. Now, so we got the 28 double pack there. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Have never seen this. I had a lot of people say like, "Why? How do you not watch Stanley Kubrick movie? How have you not seen it?" There's a lot of Stanley Kubrick movies on my to watch list. This being one of them. I've just never seen it. The runtime's kind of intimidated me on it. It's like 2.5 hours, but it's definitely something I want to watch. I just don't know how well it'll hold up for me as someone who uh, who hasn't seen it. But what do we have here? 2001 is really good. Do you have 2010? I used to own 2010 and I got rid of it just because I didn't think I would ever watch it. Um, Martinez Joe's not a fan of 21 or 22 Jump Street. Yeah, I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, that makes sense, but I just don't think 22 Jump Street was as good. I'm not saying it's bad. I liked both. But 2001 apparently has a fantastic 4K out. I've heard that. So maybe I'll watch this, and if it's really good, I'll upgrade. You're not going to get the ending of 2001 when you see it. Okay. Eyes Wide Shut um, is another movie on my to watch list. Watched last week. It sucks. And then the last movie in the pile, guys. Oh man, a movie with a fantastic cast. Um, a good nude scene from an actress who I loved in Undateable as well as Rules of Engagement. But we have 30 minutes or less. This starring Danny McBride, Nick Swartzen, Jesse Eisenberg, Aziz Ansari, Michael Pena is in it as well. It's a fun movie about like a pizza guy robbery. Um, Sav says 21 and 22 Jump Street are just okay movies. Joey Baseball's yelling at me to have respect for Stanley Kubrick. Upstairs got quiet again, so I don't know if they were just having a tickle fight or what was going on. Good cast, very fun movie. Yep, so 30 minutes or less is a fun watch for sure. I really enjoyed the movie. It's a fun, like, I remember it being like an action comedy, but it's fun. It's a good cast. So that's it, guys. I just thought it would be a fun, like, let's go through my collection, and so we'll do that. We'll kind of dip our toes in the water. The only issue I can see for coming is I have movies set over here that I have to review that I want to watch, so I might miss stuff in the collection order. But I thought this was a fun like way to I don't want to say kill some time, but a fun way to talk about movies and maybe spark some conversation, which it seemingly did. I know J2H wasn't a fan of it, but I thought it was a fun way. It's a way to kind of show off my collection as well. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. John Hines says, I like this segment a lot. I wish you would do upcoming releases too, like you used to. Maybe I'll try to squeeze that in on Tuesdays, as long as I'm still doing the live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll try to do Tuesday. I'll do like what's coming out that day. Maybe do a chunk of the shelf as well. Live streams are usually going to only be an hour. Like I said, Bridget had an appointment today. She was going to a food store today. So, yeah. Top 10 lists are tough for me, Jeffrey. It's RJ's back just in time for us to go. So, Joey Hockey Puck is a patron on Mega Podtastic. That's awesome. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Been going like an hour and a half. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Thank you to Bradshaw Studio for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. It's pretty exciting now that I figure out how to activate my super chats the last couple weeks. I've gotten super chats. I've gotten a donation from John Hine on my PayPal. So that's pretty cool, pretty exciting. At one point, we had like 40 some people watching today. So people, even though it was earlier, seem to be enjoying the live streams. I enjoy doing them. Like I said, I thought it would be fun to kind of like talk about a stack of movies. Maybe I'll keep it to like 15 or 20 a video. This way it doesn't go too long and people lose interest, especially if the live stream's only an hour. You want to say bye to everybody? Look. What's going on? Oh. Everybody say bye to Khaleesi. Bye, Khaleesi. So yeah, I'm going to be dropping. I dropped a video yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it already, I dropped my March review video yesterday. Saturday we'll have a Mill Creek unboxing, plus on top of that something from Shout Factory that I'll be unboxing as well. Thanks to my buddy Martinez Joe. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming by. Thank you for the thumbs ups, all that good stuff. And Joey Baseball, Joey Soccer Ball, Joey Football, Joey Tennis Ball, Joey Hockey Puck. Thank you guys for hanging out. Some of you guys were in here the whole hour and a half plus. I appreciate that. And until next time, guys, who's down to movie?